Amazing. Nice to have you guys here. Super excited to have you guys. So, if you guys super excited to join today's live Monday stream, which is Firepips weekly recap, just drop number one on the chat box. Drop number one on the chat box. I'm super excited. I'm super pumped up. We have a lot of people that have actually been waiting for today's episode. So we have decided to do it this way. We are streaming live on YouTube, so everyone is to join us on YouTube. So the only people who are to join me live here, where I'm streaming from, my streaming platform is our signal provider for last week. So just as we all do it every now and then on in Firepips, our mentorship, I have my mentees. It's not just a regular mentorship that you see out there. I train them to train other people, and so they as well can also be very comfortable and train on their own. So what we do among these mentees, I select 2 signal providers for each new week, so that we want to provide signals for every week. So today we have a signal provider in the person of Mr. Omori. So he's going to be showing you guys what the signals, why he saw those signals, why he sent them, and how he profit from them, what he learned, and then he also share out his social media just so you guys can reach him for more further questions. But before I move to him, I would like to know where you guys are joining us from on this call. Right, myself, I'm joining in from Lagos, Nigeria. So let me see where you're joining us from in the comment section. Let me see where you guys are joining us from comment section. Okay, amazing. My brother said, Joseph said, welcome, Jeff. Was eager for this. Amazing. Nice to have you. Never remember. Yes, I do remember you, my brother. So let me know where you guys are joining us from, your location. So we have people from Abuja, from Abia. So your names, it's just going to be displayed on the screen. So I have Shadrach joining from Nairobi, Kenya. I have Hadelo Wu from Lagos. A lot of more people just displaying right here on your screen. So today I'm not going to be taking much of your time. We are just going to be going straight to the point and very direct and brief. I'm sure this new way that we have decided to start live streaming, you guys are definitely going to love it because it's a more efficient way. So in this way, we can have the live recording on YouTube. You can come over and watch it over and over again anytime that you would like to watch it. So for someone who is saying that there's no audio, I don't know. Maybe you should check your system because everyone else here, they are all communicating. Check on your end if it's just on your end because I can see people responding. So that means there's audio. So we have many more people still typing in their location. I mean, I'm super happy to have you guys here. There are a lot of them, a lot. So thank you. So so you can kindly unmute now. Just a little brief introduction about yourself, sir. You're live. We can see you. You can also tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh yes. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osamuyi Omori, and I joined Jeff's Odogun Jeff's maybe in March this year. I think early March this year, so first week of March. So, and that journey has been quite interesting. We've learned a lot of things, a lot. I mean, the package is loaded with a lot, and it just increased this recently to 1 year, 3 months. So we still have a long wait, a lot of things to learn together. Because before I joined the mentorship, all I do was stock trading, and I was not really good at it, but I was doing it. I was this mentorship through the technical analysis I've learned so far from the mentorship. It has sharpened my option trading better.
Okay, so amazing. So you want to just go ahead and share the signals?
They were enter trades and leave very effectively. So,
so there were a lot of signals that you shared last week. So can you go ahead and just show us some tips on how you share the signals?
Good to me. As many of you that I'm telling you, what am I looking for? It's not a waste of money.
Hello, can you hear me? I think the network is a little bit breaking out right there. Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay. Um,
Can you hear me?
basically, okay, share my screen. I'm already sharing my screen.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we can see your screen clearly. So show us the traits you took last week and why you took them so that we can learn from them and as well replicate the same this week.
Okay. As you know, in our mentorship, we have different rules and guidelines that we adhere to every week. So on Monday of every week, when we wake up in the morning, we first of all look for the high and low of the week. And how we get that is when you get to your trading view on GDP USD, because that's the only pair we trade, GDP USD. So you move your time frame to 4 hours. Move your time frame to 4 hours. You look for, sorry, I think I just did. Let me kind of zoom in. On Monday was on the 16th. Monday was on the 16th. So let me zoom in a little more so that you guys can see clearly. Okay. On the 16th. So if I zoom in closer, this is 16. Okay. It was I toggled on the period separator, so it tells you each day. So on here, the first two candles on the 4 hour time was this candle, the second candle. So whichever has the highest and the lowest week is what we pick. So whichever has the highest candle or the lowest, doesn't matter which of the candle, but whichever one. So you pick the high and low from both of them, and that is what I did. If you check, I came here to my toolbar and I took the
We are having some difficulty with the network on your
horizontal
end.
ray.
Can you hear me clearly?
And I picked.
The network is sort of breaking. So I would like to do something.
I put my first ray here, which is the and
we did a network check before now and everything was really good. No, sometimes network can be really
second one,
if
the low, the green candle here, which is the low. And so the condition
okay, so we're having some network glitch right there on his screen, and he's really trying his best to make sure he explains everything to us just as he understands it. Okay, so since we are having a network glitch, I would just want him to just do a little bit of he should just check his connection, try again, and he will let me know. He definitely will get back to us. So while we are waiting for him, let me explain to you guys what he's trying to explain. So the first thing that he's trying to do here live is he's trying to let you guys know how we determine our high and low of the week, the concept, the basic concept that we use. All right, the basic concept that we use. So we use high and low of the week. We use the price action, which is chart pattern, of course. We also determine using psychological level, which are the random numbers. I've made tons of videos regarding these things. And also, last thing, we also make use of trend line. So that's why you can see a wide range of trend line all across this chart. So this is his practicing charts. So the best thing he would have used is to use a chart that everyone can understand, using a plain chart. So I'm sure he's going to rectify that now. Once his network is better, I'm going to be giving him access now to come on live. You should use a clean chart so he can explain all these concepts to you, and you can follow and replicate same on your own end. So Mr. Mori, you kindly go to GBP USD and click a brand new chart So you can use that to explain off of. And what I also recommend is clean your chart. Right click and clear all indicators. These indicators you have at the bottom, there's an indicator like the volume indicator that you have at the bottom. You want to clear it up and set it up from afresh so that people can start learning the basics from you. Thank you very much. So you can go ahead as I'm adding you to the stream right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry for that glitch, little glitch in transmission. I think my network, I don't know what's wrong with my network. Well, my network seems fine here. Like I said earlier, just a quick recap.
And it was really dope and dope. So let me help him from there and take off the so that I don't waste anybody's time. So because I saw the trades that they took during the live session, and that's last week. I was following it up too, and I was as well sending trades. So let me go ahead and broadcast right here from my own screen so that you guys can see. I'll just walk you guys through the trades they sent. It was Mr. Murray, Madam, I think Madam Buki who sent the trades. So just stay patiently and watch out. And by the way, keep your comments coming in. I can see you guys comment. I'm going to follow you through just immediately after I finish up with this one. All right, I can see everything is cleared out, clean, clean, clean. I'm sure you guys can see my chart. So this is what I have for you guys for today. So the concept is very simple. Let me go to a plain chart so that those who are seeing me for the first time would likely understand what we're doing. So that's the goal. So I'm just going to go click on GBPUSD and select a different brokerage firm. So the reason why I'm selecting the different brokerage firm is the one you see that the first one is GBPUSD as data as updated by FSCM is one where I do my normal personal day trading. All right, so that's why I have to just use a plain one where you guys we all can be on the same page. But however, it happens to be that I have my psychological level right here. So how did we get the psychological level? Pretty simple. We got the psychological level simply by putting by round-up numbers. Psychological levels are round-up number like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so that's how we got to this psychological level. So in order for you to do yours, the difference between psychological level on GBPUSD is 50 pips far apart. So that's what they also have. I've taught them this concept and I've made tons of video here on YouTube. You can go over and watch it over and over again. Just search with the keyword psychological level as taught by Jeffrey Benson. You're definitely going to see all of these videos that are related right there. So I'm sure if you guys can see me, you can hear me clearly. Drop Y on the chat. Let me be sure you guys can hear me clearly. Drop Y on the chat. You guys can hear me clearly. Drop Y on the chat. So this one, making sure you guys can hear me. Okay, amazing. So you all can hear me. Okay, now amazing. So since we have psychological level, apparently you might not be able to see my hand low of the week, right? Where I actually in the places where I went short, where I went long here, but I have that already on my FSCM. So this is a GPSC as represented by Pepperstone. Okay, so first on Monday we don't trade. On Monday we don't trade. Why? Because Monday is a directional day. It's a day that we get to know the direction where the market is likely going to be headed. Okay, that's what Mondays are for. So the concept of high and low of the week, we take it from H4 on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so in order for you to get this is you have to first look out for the first two candles to form for the week. First two candles to form for the week, and you do that on H4 4-hour time frame. So the first thing I did, you see, I toggle on this H4 candle 4-hour. Then I click on these settings in order for me to click on appearance, and I'll come to session breaks. So what this helped me to do is it helps me to bring the grid that separates each particular day from the other one. So since today is Monday, you can see this action here is Monday. So each particular box represents daily action. So if you have to count back, we find out that this was the Monday of last week. So the first two candles to form on Monday represents, I think that's last week. So let's count afresh. Let's count that's for last week's. So this is today, Monday, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So what you have to do now is to note the high and the low of the first two H4 candle. That's the first rule. So all I'm just going to do is to note the lowest, the bottom. That's one. And two is to note the highest. So for last week, it happens to be that the second candle happened to be the highest, and it also happened to be the lowest. So what we do is we bring a horizontal ray function, which is what we have here on our trading view. This functionality right here, horizontal ray. We click on it and we map out this 1, 2. These are our first two candles. So we map out the high and we map out the low. So once that's done, then we start waiting for decision candle. So now, can you guys let me know what decision candle is? What you think decision candle is? Just let me know, guys, what you think the decision candle is. All right. Decision candle is simply this one, the candle that broke to the upside. To break outside this line first, is that the above one or the beneath one? That's decision candle. I'm sure you guys understand to this extent. If you understand, drop number one on the chat box. Drop number one on the chat box. This is me just trying to check to make sure we are all following through, because it's very, very important you all understand what I'm trying to do here. All right? It's very, very important you all understand what I'm trying to do here. Drop number one on the chat box if you guys understand. Okay, amazing. So Fancy Mind says you understand, and we have more other people also clicking that they understand. Okay, we have him saying you understand, and you understand. Okay, everyone is trying to say they understand. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, yeah, Makinde cited is part of my mentorship. Makinde Ogunleye is part of my mentorship. So amazing, cite you, well cited. So shout out to you and shout out to every other part of those who are right here, are part of the team. So let's take it away. Let's take it away. Okay, so we can still hear you, Mr. Amori. I'm sure you are following through the analysis. We can still hear you. If there's anything that you feel that wasn't what you did last week, you can just signify with me and let me know. I definitely will. I'll make that up. Correct? Are we good? I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, amazing, amazing. All right, so let's go. So back to my screen. So I've been able to successfully explain how we got the high and low of the week, which it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. So this is how we got the high and low. So as far as we're concerned, these first two candles were the first candle to form for the week, and then this is the highest point, this is the lowest point. We're waiting for the decision candle to happen on Mondays. So that's why I said we don't trade on Mondays. So you find out that, remember this box, this particular box, from here to this point, let me use a vertical line to separate them. Can you see this dotted line? This vertical line right here. You can see a vertical line right here. I don't know, this magnetic tool keeps snapping. So this happens to be the first candle. This is the second candle. So we mark by the high and the low. So the candle that breaks out to give us direction happened during the late hour of Monday. So this was the candle. So since we have this candle break out of this line, then we are going to be having more buys for the week. That's what the concept states. We are going to be having more buys for the week. So that's why you see that we had more buys for the week. So once that happened, then the only concept of high and low of the week is just to give us a sense of direction. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Where are we headed? That's what it gives us. All right. So once that is done, I'll just go ahead and toggle off the session break so it doesn't make my chart look messy, so that those grid lines can vanish. So we only have psychological level, which is what we have here, one, all these things around our chart, and we only have high and low of the week right now. So the next thing I would love to put across is my trend line. So trend line is valuing as much as you have at least value 2 peaks or 2 troughs, 2 bottom or 2 tops. 2 bottom or 2 tops. So this is a top right here, and this is a top right here. So this is a value trend line. That's regarding last week's trade. So obviously you see that this is a top, here's a top, okay, and here's a breakout point. So obviously this trend line, like this one that broke, this candle that broke out, actually served as a breakout. It's a directional move, and it also broke our trend line to the upside. So hence we should be expecting more of sales. All right. So another concept is whenever price come back to this psychological level or high and low of the week, you should be expecting an upward push. And again, you can see GBPSD has been tanking for a very long time. It's been tanking. So I'm not sure if this is the beginning of the upward push, because I don't like to predict what happens. I'll just see. I only trade what I see. If I see that there's a need for us to go short at this point, I'll go short. If I see there's a need for us to go long, I'll go long. That's what I just basically do. So that's what happened last week. So permit me to switch to my own personal chart since I've been able to explain how this trend line came about. So there are other trend lines that will keep developing as the week go on. So let me use my current chart so that you guys can see exact point. So each time you see me having a faded gray part, that's where I hop on the chart. Like this part, I went short right here. I went short right here. I went long right here. But this, although this long failed, I went long right here. I went short right here. I went short right here. So let's go to 15 minutes time frame and switch it up. Let's switch it up on 15 minutes. Look at this. Look at this. I love the vibe that you guys are giving me in the comment section. So I just saw a guy. He said that's from this message is from. I don't want to go past this message right now. He said, amazing. That he's giving him. The message is from Uzumaki Naruto. He said, bro, your vibes knowledge make me profit today 100%. Amazing. Congratulations. I'm super excited that you guys are getting maximum value in as much as I'm as well getting the same thing. And it gives me maximum joy each time I teach you guys. You are catching it. You are also putting your effort. It's not just all about me. It's not left to me to teach. It's also left for you to do the practicing and you put it to work and you see that it's working and like that you replicate it. And not just you doing it now, you also teach it. Pass it on. Okay, so thank you. So anytime you see I have this gray art box, that simply means that's my entry point. So for last week, I had an entry here, I had an entry here, and so on and so forth. So let's start from Monday, how it all started. So Monday, we had a high and low of the week somewhere around here. So let me just repeat that process since I'm on a different chart presented by FSCL. Let me represent it here in this format, or even doing a trading view replay would just be better. So the first thing I do, I come to appearance, go to session breaks, and toggle on the period separator so we can know which day of the week where we are at. So this happens to be Monday because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is Monday. So I'm just going to do a replay function. Go ahead and do a replay. So what happens on a Monday morning? What do I do? This is how I behave. This is how we approach it. So I, Mr. Mori, and every other person who are on the mentorship, this is how we approach it. So these are actions from last week. So all what we just do is we zoom in, wait for 2 first candle on 4-hour time frame. So 1, 2 has already formed. So the next thing is we take our horizontal rate button, which I just explained, 2, horizontal, not button rather, 2. Then we click on the highest point of either of these 2 first 2 candles. All right. So that's it. So that's our high and low of the week. So we don't trade on Monday. So on Monday, we just wait for a breakout to the upside, not the week. We don't count the week, we count the body. So this happens to be the breakout for Monday. So once that is done, we're waiting on Tuesday for us to start trading. So what that helps us to do is it only tells us area of concentration where we should be looking at to buy. So what that told us last week was, okay, this week, just be very, very informed. We're going to be having more of buys. So the next thing, we put our trend line all across our charts, and then we'll just wait basically. All right. So each time I put a box out here, that simply means that's area of interest where I'm looking to either go short or to go long based on the pattern I see there. If I see an M, we have to go long. Sorry, if I see an M, we have to go short. If I see a W, we have to go long. I mean, that's a basic concept on chart pattern. So I was waiting at that point, and each time you see an X2 inside that box, that simply means that trade was a failure for me. Like I lost the trade. So this was my first trade for the week, and then it was a loss. Okay, so that's because price went aggressively long at this point. So I was actually expecting an M to happen in this format. Let me show you what I'm talking about, guys. I was expecting an M to happen this way. Like since this was the first leg, happen here, happen and come on here and then drop. That's what I was anticipating. Okay. So, but it didn't work. So it hits my stop loss. Of course, I always use my 20 pip stop loss. Then we'll try again because there are more that days that we could try. So keep going, keep replaying. So that day there was no trade for me because it just took me unaware and it blew out to the upside. So I don't want to force things. I never wanted to force things. I just let it go. And that's one thing about trading. Trading is not about always catching the tops and the bottoms. Okay, it's not always about catching the tops and catching the bottom. Okay, you have to do about management too. Agreeing to when you are wrong. When you see that you're wrong, just agree to your losses and move on straight ahead. So there was another trade here for me too that I picked, and they also sent in this trade. I mean, I think in particular, Madam Buki recognized this one. Yeah, they sent in this trade. There was a trade opportunity somewhere around here. Okay, when London was open. So we start trading in London. So this was the trade opportunity right here. So they went in shorts here and they made crazy profit. But I never went in. For me, I didn't go in. So if Mr. Murray was here, would have actually explained to you guys what he saw that made him to go. But what they explained, the conferences that they explained in the group chat was there was a psychological level right here. Psychological level was 1.2500. You always notice each time price gets to a psychological level, there's already a snap. Check this level, for example. Check this level right here. Price gets to here. What happened? It drop here, snap, drop here, and it drop here. Check this level too. When price also got here around this level, what do you think happened here? Snap there, move here, like that. So one thing I always love to tell people, it is not price respecting the level. It is the level respecting the price. Let me put it that way. It is the level respecting the price because price is king. Like the chart is king. So what the chart tells us to do, that's what we do. All right. So what we just do, we just react. We react. Okay. So these are many more things that you definitely get to understand once you come into the mentorship. So price kept tanking for that whole day and people made a lot of profit. So let me delete this one so we don't have the chart messed up. We don't have what we're doing messed up. So chart kept dropping that day, and obviously I didn't take any trade for that particular day. So we kept going. I didn't really trade much. So you notice on Telegram I didn't really drop many trades. That's because I love to drop trades when I'm in. When I'm in. So obviously it's not possible that we'll be trading this time because this is Sydney session. We are not live. We'll probably be sleeping. Realistically, we are sleeping because I trade London and New York. And London and New York in my time happens, let's say from 8 o'clock this time, 8 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. That's when I close. That's when I close. And New York still continues, but I don't want to trade late New York because prices will start getting sluggish and all of that. So the next action I caught was here. So I caught an action to go long here. It was a clear buy. Why? Because we had a trend line coming from the bottom. Please pay close attention to this action. So this will help you to catch the action happening for this week. So we had a clear buy because an AW formed here. That's chart pattern 1 check. We had psychological level which was closed by 1.2400 check. And we had a trend line 3 check. So everything was just in line in our favor. So when price got into this point, that was it. So I started looking, I started stacking in. I'm going to show you evidence of that very soon in my maybe if you want me to show you how I went in really crazily on that, I'm going to show you that in no time. So price kept going. I made crazy profit from that. So another opportunity also came that same day at this top. I went in for shorts again. So you see how I never really caught trade on Monday. I didn't catch trade on Tuesday. Wednesday, I didn't burn. Or on Thursday, where I was able to catch it, I made crazy hella profit. Okay, so that's how it works. It's all about timing, programming, and not trading every time. Just know when time is right for you. So this also went down, and I closed that before the session ended. So, and that was really a painful decision because I'm a day trader. I'm not supposed to allow trade to sleep over. But in Sydney session, it kept tanking, kept dropping like that. Then the next day we had a swap to the upside, which we have right here. So upon getting here, I shoot it again. I went short, then price dropped, and it kept playing over and over. So from here, this point, I went long. Here. Why? Because there was some consolidation I saw here that it was clear that price could no longer go down again, even though it was trying to form an M. But this is like a symmetric triangle. Yeah, price went up, bust up to the upside. So that's what happened all through Friday, and now fast forward to today. So today is TC, price is still going up. So now fast forward, let me tell you what you guys should be expecting for today, what you should be expecting. So that's the end of the replay. So if there are more questions you want me to go over, just let me know that. Ask questions, but let me explain to you guys what we should be expecting, for this week, okay, or what I'm expecting, what I'm looking out for. Number one, this is where the psychology thing comes in. Okay, if you understand our weekly recap, so far so good. If you enjoy it, just let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box if you enjoy that before I move on to what you should be expecting. Let me know what you guys think. All right, thank you guys. I see a lot of comment. How do I draw psychological levels? I've made tons of video regarding that. You want to go over my content and watch that. I'll show you the type of the one you should watch. Okay. Having a lot of comments right here. Okay, Joy Jones is asking. So when you say the first two candles, do you mean the candles that form in the morning or what? I would want to use the time of the day because it is relative. We are live here. There are people from United States. It might be night for them there. So just use the first candle on your H4 to form every early morning on your Monday. Once you put your period separator, the first two candles to form. All right. I believe that's good. So amazing. Madam Christina is saying it's amazing. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much for loving my content. Small Wiz, appreciate you. Emmanuel saying, I hope we meet and be friends someday. Definitely, I'm looking forward to that. It's, I also want to be your friend. Please, what else do you do on H4 on 4 hour time frame? What else do you do on 4 hour time frame other than hand low of the week? 4 hour time frame is basically my main trend for the week. That's where I determine my main trend. All right. So I would really love to, for Mr. Murray, is your network better now? I want to share what you learned last week, and how you intend to tackle it this week. You are live. Can you tell us what you learned last week?
Yes. Hello. You can hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Loud and clear. You want to mute your audio. Your audio is resounding from your other YouTube. I can see you're also streaming live.
Okay.
But it is resounding.
Okay. I just reduced it. Yeah.
Amazing. So go ahead. Let us know what you learned last week and what you want people to watch.
Basically, I think where I'm at now at the mentorship is learning to be patient. Because
there
was something one of the mentees dropped last week. He said trading is about 10%. I think he said psychology or so, 10% trading and 80% waiting. So most of the trade last week, I kind of entered too early. I think that was where I made a mistake, or where I always make mistakes sometimes. I always enter the trade early. So most times when the M is not forming or the W is not forming, sometimes it trace back and it overextends. And when it overextends, it will definitely take out my stop loss and, I'll have to re-enter again. So I think what I need to work on right now is my entering, and also staying long on the trade, as in letting the trade ride out, just let it ride out, yes. Because most times, once I see that I'm already in profit and I see it retracing, I'll just hop out of the trade. And it later kind of go back to what it's supposed to do. So it's a psychological thing, and I'm working on it.
It's a psychological thing. And let me share some more light on how you can tackle that. And that happens with time, with practice, and you also have to have a trading plan. You have to have a blueprint that you're following day in, day out. All right. So something that, okay, whenever I'm already in profit of about 15 pips, I'm not going to break even. I still let my stop loss be where I originally set it up, because I also understand that many people are breaking even too early. Price, they don't give price enough room to breathe. So price can just do a little bit of pullback and then take them out. And that's a problem for many people. So I would want you to be in that category. Make sure you're not breaking even too early. Don't hop out too early to just know the direction, overall directional move. And also pay attention to candlesticks. So it's candlesticks that will tell you when to exit. There are some candlesticks that I taught you guys on how to reverse out, on how to exit. Those weeks rejection on the levels at which they will get to. That's where you allow price to get to that point, and then you get to exit from there. So those are the things that you should be looking out for. All right. Once you look at that, and with time, it takes time too. It takes time, and one time you familiarize yourself with the chart, you get to get it too. I wasn't just. It's not just all of a sudden I became this familiar with USD, GBP USD. No, it just took time, and like that. I really want you to work on that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. So thank you very much. Do you have any social media you'd like to share, just in case people want to follow you and ask you some questions?
Not really. My Instagram is kind of personal. I don't use it for trading.
Okay.
So now, but I have a Facebook account that I just use. I post signals there once in a while that I use for trading. It's just I think I just opened it 2 weeks ago. I just use it for sending signal once in a while. If not,
do you mind sharing what's your Facebook
chat? I just send it.
Facebook.
It's I can copy the link. It's just Osamui F. That's it.
Osamui FX. Together, one word.
FX. Yeah.
Is that one word?
Yes, together one word. Yes.
Right. So that's it, guys, on your screen. You can go follow up our brother right here on Facebook. It's official. It's Osamui Effect. So you just go follow him on Facebook so you can get those signals that he's dropping there from time to time. All right, guys. So that will be it on today. But however, let me show you guys what I'm looking out for. What I'm looking out for this week. All right. So while you guys are following him up, let me go show you guys what I'm looking out for this week. Okay. So, but for today's Monday, I'm not trading. I'm just chilling, watching my chart, seeing what's going to happen, seeing the plunges and all of that. But maybe before today ends, okay, before the end of today, we should have a very good sense of direction. So I wouldn't want to look at what we have right now as a direction yet. No, to me, I wouldn't want to look at that as a direction because market can be very funny. This big bullish candle you're seeing right now can all melt. So you always in GBP or in trading generally, you trade what you see. You just trade what you see. You don't have to start predicting, oh, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. No, it doesn't make sense doing that. So just trade what you see and manage risk. Trade what you see and manage risk because it can surprise you. Market can be very, very surprising. So for this new week, we had our first 2 4-hour candles formed already. So we have determined our high low of the week already. So this happens to be the first 2 for this week. 1, 2. So just use this blueprint to follow for those who are still asking questions on how high and low of the week were. So this is our first candle, second candle. So the highest point and the lowest point is already marked out. So these are high of the week, these are low of the week. So we already have a decision candle. Decision candle is any candle that breaks either above or beneath. So we have the first one break above. So hence we are expecting more buys for this week. So we are expecting more buys. That doesn't mean sales might not happen, but we're expecting more buys. Understand that's conditional words, all these words. So expecting more buys. So all I'm just going to do is do my trend line, draw my trend line all across my charts, and just come on a small time frame and watch. Come on a small time frame and watch. So this is a little bit more messy because I just did the back play, trading view back play for you guys, but ordinarily it's not this messy. So we still have a small tiny trend line inside of this one. Okay, so we have some people might say, oh, trend line is not a very good way of trading, but I mean, bro, it's been making me a lot of money. So I started an account. I'm documenting a particular series where I started an account of $27,000. I said I'm going to move it to $50,000. In my heart, obviously, I wanted to do that in like 1 month, in span of 1 month, conservatively, of course. Right now, I'm currently up of about, I think it should be about $46,000. Yes, $46,000 I'm in. I withdrew $20,000, which I posted last 2 weeks on my Instagram. So you may want to also follow me on Instagram if you want to follow the journey. My name is Jeffrey_Benson on Instagram. So if you want to follow that process to follow through. So but right now, I'm just chilling. I'm just waiting for price to either test this point. Once price tests this point right here where I have my, if you test this point, or maybe coming back to test this point, that's tomorrow, to test this point, then that will mean and form a W, not just testing it. I want that to form a W for me. Once that happens, then that's going to be a crazy trade for me. Crazy trade for me, forming a W right here. Where's the brush tool? Trying to find some tool right here. This is being just be very difficult for me. Like here, like forming a W. So from here is my entry point. I'll just get in here and then price move to straight to the upside. That's because we are having a strong buy bias overall from the trend. All right. So let me just take some couple of questions, then we'll move on, and that'll be it for today. So let me take some couple of questions. Let's take some couple of questions. Okay, so for a lot of questions. So bring in your question now. Let's please the best prop firm you can go for. I have a couple of them that I recommend that I've tried. These are the ones that I've tried. We have the funded trader. I'm also going to be adding the link right into this description box. But you can see this video is rightly sponsored by Traders Central Funds. So they are also very good, not just because they are sponsoring it, not because they are sponsoring. I was about to mention them last, not because they are sponsoring it, because they have 30% off on their prices. They have the cheapest plan right now. If you don't have a lot of money and you want to trade bigger capital, I think they have 5K account that they can give to you. They have the cheapest. Before it used to be my forex firm, but right now they're no longer the one. It's now Trader Central Fund. So that's one of the things that I saw that made me to say, okay, let's go with this sponsorship deal. So they have everything, all you need in one tool. So you may want to just click the link right now in the description box to go ahead and sign up with them. All right. They have 30% off. Trust me, on no, it's not an affiliate anything. Just go check them out and see for yourself. All right. We have FTMO, we have my Forex Fund, we have the Funded Trader, we have a lot of other ones. We have Blue FX too. So for Blue FX, it's for those who want instant funding and then can work long term. Don't go into Blue FX thinking that you're going to make withdrawal in 1 week, in 2 weeks, or in 1 month. No, it's possible, it's a possibility, but the chances are slow. They are low because of their low leverage. They have 1 to 3 leverage. So and they also have low size control. So you have to make sure you work on that too. But Trader Central Fund, they have all the plans that you need, all the plan. They have the evaluation. They just have everything that you need. Just go through the website and read through it, and I'm sure you'll be good. What you asking? Which indicator do you recommend, Master Ben? It's okay. Indicator that I recommend is price action. Your eyes. You're at the best indicator. Learn. Spend time. Trading is not magical. It's just like every other thing, like spiritual life, anything. The more time you spend with it, the more you get to understand it. The more time you spend with it, the more you get to understand it. All right. Spend more time, and then you can join the mentorship. So this person is asking Michael Igwe, he say, how do I subscribe for the mentorship? So you can see the website scrolling at the bottom of your screen right here. So firepipsfx.com/mentorship. Go there, you're going to have access to mentorship right there. So it's super straightforward. So let me explain a little bit on the mentorship for those who will be interested, might be interested. I mean, you might want to come on board and just see how it works. Now we have a monthly subscription. For those who do not want to pay for the yearly, you cannot pay for the monthly, but trust me, the yearly is just a value for your money because there is where you're going to enjoy. Like it's cheaper for you to stay with us for 1 year, as in for now at least. So we now have like $9 for you to test it out for 1 month. So and for 1 year you have $399, $400 for 1 year, $399 for 9.9 for 1 month. So and these are the naira equivalent at the bottom that you want to use. So we have a lot of payment option, and there are a lot of courses that you have access to, and exact same content that is available for yearly is the exact same content that is available for the monthly. It's not different. And one thing is strategy remains the same thing. What you are actually paying for, the value you're going to be getting is my physical presence. We trading together, and you getting to ask me questions like every Wednesdays and every Friday, because I get people ask that question: what exactly are we paying for? Why shouldn't I just stay on YouTube? And you're not going to have my presence on YouTube. You cannot ask me physical questions as you would have it in the mentorship. So in the mentorship, here are the courses that you might see. How to stack. People have been asking me how to stack. All the questions, everything is here. Here's a video on how to stack. Money management, risk management, exit strategy, price action, continuation chart pattern, how to exit, back testing, how to back test, right way. So all the recordings we've had from day one up until this day, they are all available for you, whether you're on the monthly or on the yearly. So on the monthly, you just have to make sure you are fast enough to watch these things, because in a month time, it definitely will expire. So for those who are on the yearly, they have access to my private contacts on WhatsApp. And for those who are on the monthly, you have me on Telegram. All right. So I believe that explains a lot of things to you guys. So I'm having more of question. A lot of question. Someone is asking, this is a very important thing again. Japs, please asking, please, when will you have an expo seminar here in Lagos? It's coming out very soon. I personally, for now, I don't really know the date, but I know I and the team, we are working on one, we are planning one, and he has been need, and there's a request for that. I definitely will let you guys know. So make sure you stay on my Telegram, on my Instagram, on my YouTube. I definitely will announce in any of these platforms. Stay in any of them, and then you'll be good. All right. Okay. Now here's another question people have been asking. Elijah Jolayemi is asking, are you still trading your 400K funded account? No, I'm not that trading. That's because I violated it already. It got violated. I'm no longer trading it. So that's why I'm not talking about it again. And I made a post about it on my Instagram. Thought that would solve it. I understand it's not everyone here that is following me on Instagram, but I made a post. I'm no longer on it again because I violated it. I have other platform that I'm trading, but right now I'm focusing on my personal account. I'm focusing on building it to 50K. So I mean, I'm just about $6,000 shy away from 50K. So in no time, $4,000 shy away from 50K. No time I should hit 50K. So then I'll set a new target. After I make withdrawal, I'll set a new target, maybe to like 200K or something. Okay. So I'm having more questions. So maximum KB and is asking, Jeff, do you also check candlestick pattern on 5-minute time frame for entry, or you just stick to the 15 minutes? I just stick to the 15 minutes time frame. Thank you. Just stick to the 15 minutes. So that's it for today. So the stop loss, that means for how can I join your team? It's very simple. I already explained that. Just go to firepipsfx.com, click on sign up for membership, just join the membership, and that's it. You're already in. So thank you guys for joining us today. I know there are more questions. So if you want to be a part of our Telegram community, the link is in the description box. Join us right there, and trust me, you definitely will enjoy it. So until next time, make sure you keep the fire pin, stay positive, let your passion be a drive for your success, and know that anything that you're doing, just be all in it. The more time you spend with it, the more dedication you have on it, then the more faster you are definitely going to get over the goal. So, guys, bye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now. Peace out.